Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So who we got here? We got WHT Hydra, how you doing there, my friend? And No Name, the man who does not sleep because he does not need to, as he has no name. Welcome, my dude. Good to have you on board. Don't know what that actually meant earlier. It's one of those things you can kind of like, try and make something up. You're like, I don't know where it's leading. Okay, wow. Turn 56, Jesus. It's going too fast. Let's go back. Let's go back. There we go. So we'll get launched in just a few minutes here. Yep, that's looking good. Awesome. Okay. I mean, the thing is, it's like we do have a good idea of what's actually going on, which is excellent. Ah, how you doing there, Rochi? Good to have you on board, my man. I had to look through the document you sent me earlier, actually. But I've been out most of the day, unfortunately. By the time I was streaming Star Sector. Well, not streaming, recording it. So I'll have a look through that again later on. Okay. So we'll give people a little bit of time, then. Will we conquer Numair today? Well, we're not attacking deliberately at Numair today, so I'm going to say probably not. We're going to have another bombardment. I'm going to take a look at the actual fatigue levels of those forces there, and we'll go from there. How you doing there, 4? Okay, I'm just going to begin the recording here, just 2 seconds. There we go, and we are now recording. I suppose it really does depend on which side of the argument you're on there on that one. I know which side I'm on, and it's entertaining. It is indeed entertaining. Okay, so we're looking for save 10 today. We'll give people a few minutes, just a couple seconds just to get in here. I know people like to see it from the start, so I'd like to give it a little bit of extra time there. It's only 2 minutes in here. We've only just started the actual recording part here, so yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. But indeed, we'll not see the Fallen Numair today. I am interested to see what the bombardment will do, though. But I'm going to say we'll probably, depending on the actual fatigue levels, more than likely we will attack once again tomorrow. It might be that we have like 3 days rest and then go for it. We'll see. Ah, thank you very much for that, Lieutenant Rainbow Sash. Slash, not Sash. Go, go, go. How you doing there, guys? Okay, so we're looking for turn 10 here. Dutch heroes. Well, I don't know about that. How you doing there, Finder? Good to have you, my friend. Well, then again, no, he did have, was he? I don't think it was the Dorniers. I think it was actually PBY. I don't think it was the Dutch that really hit. Well, then again, no, a Dutch aircraft did hit, didn't it? Hell, I'm fine with what's going on. The exchange rate's gone down so much it's made buying up models a lot cheaper. Well, yeah, this is it, really. We'll go ahead and take a look at the actual turn, Ben. So we do have, well, we had a 100% Moonlight last turn, actually. So we should see potentially some success with the actual submarines. I'd like to say that. We'll see what happens. Get rated. Oh, dear. Catalina's in Dutch, yeah, exactly. Welcome there, Southern. Good to have you, my friend. And AT, yep, just in time. So... okay, the submarine perch over here. Now, this is good to see that we have the torpedo boats here, then. Yeah, she's not going to do well here. She's taking a water. It just doesn't work well having your submarines in the port. They are going to get absolutely annihilated over time. The thing is, I'm going to be concentrating AW assets here as well, so it's going to hurt. Like, these are the Type 2 depth charges as well, so I do believe they are more effective. Yeah, she's not going to do well here. I mean, I can understand it. I mean, it's one of those cases of, well, he doesn't particularly mind if they're destroyed, because he will have more. So that's another 4 hits then on Purge. Did the pound get pounded? How you doing there, Paul? Good to have you, my man. So 4 hits Venom Patch. No, it's good to have you there, Finder. I think it's the first time having you here on the stream, isn't it? So welcome. Okay, so you see the Sculpin over here. Yeah. See, the issue is we are seeing our depth charges detonating above the actual submarine's depth, which is going to happen, but... it's one of these cases of we just keep them there. It doesn't particularly matter. I mean, eventually I'm going to be changing out the destroyers with just patrol boats. Once we have additional numbers of them, really. In aircraft do make the biggest difference, I suppose you could say. Oh, hello. Nice, okay. Canopus, nice. It's not often we actually see our submarines using their guns, is it? Oh, look at that 140mm gun. Massive explosive damage. And that's an AG. So, I think that's an auxiliary low on gun ammunition. But that sounds quite nice there. So we did see a massive explosion there. Yeah, even listed here, massive explosion. That's nice. An AG, I've got the actual list of ships. I'll take a look at that after the stream. I think it's like a general purpose auxiliary. I think it can help with rearming of certain things. Oh, okay. Strange they didn't actually show me that there. That's a big sub. Yes, we've landed over there at Madison, it seems. Okay. Yeah, again. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. A little bit of damage there. So we know he's got submarines in this area, so he is more than definitely, yeah, he's most definitely moving them into these areas as we expected. So I suppose in some ways it might be worthwhile moving up this way now. Yeah, miscellaneous auxiliary, that's it. So we've got one hit there. S-37 there, sub-chasers, not the things you want to be caught by there, really. Yeah, sub-chaser 10 attacking. Again, the ocean is deep here, so it's not likely to have any success. I mean, they're being rattled, so that's interesting then. Might be able to cause some small damage. Oh, that's awesome there. Thank you very much there for the information there, AT. Appreciate it, my man. It is being rattled. So, they are detonating near the submarine, but... yeah, that's quite good. So, I mean, this is it. There's 3 sub-chasers there. One of the worst things that a submarine can actually really run into. I mean, had that been like shallow ocean, they would have been significantly more effective, but again, this is it. But things are moving through the area, even though there is a lot of submarines in that area. Okay. Again, I'm gonna stop messing this game. There we go. So we'll go through this over here. Can I take a look at this? So it's 15 years old, okay. So we see our sweep over Singapore then. We don't encounter anything but... okay, sweeping over Changsha with 27 Ki-43s. Nothing encountered. Another 9 there, nothing encountered. That's good news then. Right, so we do have our bombers. I mean, this is really nice coordination. That's excellent. And we're unopposed. I mean, that's the best thing we've had here for a long time, being unopposed in our bombing. Now, we're only going in about 10,000 feet. I was originally going in about 8,000 feet against the airfield Chengtai, but I think 10,000 feet is sufficient. But that's a fair old amount of bombers there. Interesting when they say he's approaching the target area. I don't think caused... oh no, actually saying that. 75 casualties there. Not bad there, really, at all. So 4 disabled, 2 disabled. Not bad. Not bad. It's 75 casualties there that I didn't have beforehand. Okay, just the 1 P-35. We did increase the actual altitude of the Ki-27s, I do believe. This poor pilot, though, I mean, he is definitely brave. Yeah, there we go, damaged. So we've drawn due to engine problems, okay. The flak is quite bad over here. It's a mine lane submarine, max of depth 60 meters, total of 4. Wow, okay. Yeah, the flak is painful, but it is what it is. Here we go, we're hitting Singapore once again now. So we've seen 53 Ki-27s, the Ki-44s, we've seen the Ki-51s, one of them just gone down there to flak. 13 Lindsay at the moment. What I'm doing here, then, is just hitting the runway. I'm doing this to stop him from actually building up additional fortifications. He's probably going to be at level 3 fortifications, level 4 fortifications. He might even be further along in terms of fortifications. But at least we know he's not going to be able to carry on doing it anymore now. How you doing back? A Vulcan. Good to have you, my friend. So a few casualties inflicted there. A few hits there. Yeah, hitting the actual airbase supply is very good as well. But each time we do this, the garrison at Singapore is using it. Well, they're spending supplies to fire their AA guns. Yeah, 3 A620s sweeping. And 20 K-48s come in there escorted. But it seems like we don't need to worry too much about that. The flak is bad. Yeah, another one shot down there. Maybe even more to be shot down. But this is what's going to happen. This is why we're bringing additional bombers into the area. Only one here on the runway there, but it's just using supply. Yeah, here we go. Oh, come on. I hope we get to attack there. Oh, no, come on. I was thinking, oh my god, we jumped him there, but he's going to bear that one in mind. Oh, hello, the Minikid Batai has spotted something, so it's the Alenga. Yeah, probably a good time to get out of that area, considering all these submarines over here. Yep, so we have hit a cargo ship. We do see assets over here as well, so we may potentially get the hits against them too. I don't know what he was doing over here. He might have been loading something, he might have just been picking up some supply. The good news is well, the fact is they're using bombs, which is really nice. Yeah, she goes down there. Doesn't look like anything was aboard there, so yeah, but still, nice kill. I've really got to stop pressing the escape button. I think I've got to use it from other games now. We'll have to go through that. I might even replay the actual, yeah, I might replay it there. We heard something about carriers spotted. Ooh. Right, okay, so we see, Aerocobras. Is this... He might... Okay, okay. So he might have actually moved them down here. That could be interesting. Right, so we do have 38 B5M1Ks going in here. This is actually a pretty big raid, so 23 Zeros, 10 A5M4 Claudes. Right. Relying on the Zeros here, but this is actually a pretty big engagement. Using the reduced bomb load. I don't know why they're using the reduced bomb load. They definitely have the range. It may be an issue of supply. But even then, I doubt that one. Okay. That's a B339 down, so that's a Buffalo. I think it's a Dutch Buffalo. Right, firing from behind the Aerocobras. This is nice. I mean, we do see some Hawks over here. It's interesting to see the presence of the Aerocobras. So I do wonder if he's actually moved them from Singapore down here, so that's interesting. That's a Demon damaged. Demon turns away. Hawk, non-responsive. Yeah, damaged. I mean, this is some distance here, but the Zeros can handle this significantly better than other aircraft. Right, so it's just down to... Ooh. Okay, now this is bad. Okay, yeah, the Aerocobras are getting in here. That's not good. Yeah. This is... Yeah, okay. That is not the thing you want to hit in bombers. Oh, God. They need to get away from that. Yeah. So what do we find over here, then? Oh! It actually was a submarine tender. That's surprising. Not a bad target, then. Just an AM here. It'd be nice to hit it. Yeah. But that's quite a nice target there. Ooh, torpedo into the side of her. Right, so we do see an auxiliary repair here. That's actually not a bad target either. It's very small, but it's worthwhile hitting. Torpedo misses. Right, another one here. The Holland. Come on, we've got to hit the Holland. There's a few ships down here, actually. Right, come on. Come on. Right, more bombs hit there. I want to get the Holland as well. But this is good. It's not going to cause massive amounts of issues for him, but it's something worthwhile hitting, really. Come on. There's actually a few ships over here, actually. That's interesting. There we go. That's another ship down. Yeah, okay, so that ends the raid there. So unfortunately, we didn't hit the Holland, so we do lose 2 B5M1Ks. I do actually have a surplus of them, so that's not too bad. There's a lot of ships here. Yeah, so we see there's the Castor, the Holland. Not bad. We did hit the biggest one by the looks there, so that's good. That's very good news. These are all from Manila. Potentially so. That's not a bad thing to hit, man. It's a nice way to show the entrance of the Minikid Battalion. Okay, we're moving in here to bombard. Yeah, so that was the... we just heard something sink there. So they are bringing in aviation engineers, and they caused 28 casualties there to the Makassar garrison. No losses on the unloading, which is good news. Okay, not bad at all there, really. And here we go with a bombardment at Changsha. We still see forces moving out of the area. Really need to take screenshots of what's actually in the base at Changsha before and after. But this is good. I mean, this is going to cause him quite a lot of damage. But, I mean, that's good. So, I don't think he knew where the Minikid Battalion was. At least, he will have known where it was last turn due to the fact that A6M2 and A5M4s did participate in the battle. I'm starting to feel like the A5M4s, it just needs to be a exclusively combat air patrol over the actual carriers. I don't know. I don't know if they're actually helping the A6M2s or whether they're actually causing some hindrance. But then again, it's always worthwhile having additional forces in there, really, isn't it? So I suppose it's probably complaining a little bit too much. They're not our best pilots in there. They're good pilots, but they might not be our best ones. So that's something to bear in mind. Okay. So what we'll do here then is... I'm going to get used to clicking the done arrow. Sometimes I forget about it. Okay, so you can see that we are causing some real damage here. Like, we'll be taking some damage as well, but the thing is we do have vastly more artillery, and we do have actually more effective artillery as well, which is quite good. I think the Chinese tend to have, like, 75mm guns, potentially. Ah, cheers then, Jatsy. Really appreciate it, my man. I don't know about most of the torpedoes, probably a few torpedoes, but the thing is, it's like, if we don't greet every threat with maximum lethality, it will come to a point at which, I mean, that could have been a carrier, you know what I mean? It could have been a warship. I mean, bombs are still effective. Enough bombs will still take something out. I'm moving the Kashino to Kendari as well, so soon we'll be able to rearm. I mean, once we can rearm a Kendari, then it changes the game, but... I can imagine this is going to be a mighty bombardment, but the thing is, it's using a lot of supply. But I don't mind that. I think it was either the bombardment or a general attack, a deliberate attack. And I think, at least with this, we can punish him a little bit longer. Right, there we go. So we sustain 147 casualties. We inflict 68 casualties, so it doesn't look as great. But in reality, bear in mind that one squad was destroyed, 11 disabled, so it's not bad. We destroy 3 squads, disable another 8. Yeah, so we disable 10 squads there, but we destroyed some over here. But this is using, well, it's using supply. 1,719 guns. I mean, that is a lot of guns. And he's seen the amount of guns here increasing. Like, note the assault virus here as well, by the way. I mean, ASs are good targets. I mean, this is it. He can rearm subs from Soribaya for now. No, this is it, really, isn't it? He's been using them to rearm. Okay, so we do see another deliberate attack. The numbers are looking really good here. I think this may push them out of the actual hex. Yeah, and it does. Banzai. We finally take control of the base once again. So 61 casualties received. Oh, shiza. Okay, that makes up for the Battle of Changsha there. So 890 casualties inflicted, 57 destroyed, 41 destroyed. He was also gunned, so that's taken the wind out of that unit there, which is good news. Bombardment attack at Numer. So you can see that his forces are resting, so we will probably attack tomorrow. I'm hoping that the fatigue levels will be okay, but we'll attack. The thing is, when we do start attacking again, we're not going up against a force that is as ready as it once was. I mean, neither are we, but we do have the numbers still. We've always had the numbers, and we do have the firepower. And the benefit that we have here is the fact of the armor. The armor makes a big old difference here. Actually, it's been quite a quick turn, isn't it? Hasn't it, sorry. I mean, we're already in the actual land phase, so... But not bad, not bad. It's nice to see the MKB actually being effective there. Okay, so we disable one more here. So you look at that, 283, 18. I think tomorrow we will launch a deliberate attack there. Yeah, here we go. Finally taking out the Lusu war area. I mean, that thing has been starving for a long time. I'm just going to retreat. God damn it, I was hoping it'd actually surrender. 146 casualties. We actually took quite a few casualties there. Oh, sorry, no, the Allied casualties. Sorry, I misread that. Surprisingly, they're not complaining about lack of supply. So, no Japanese casualties. We destroy a few squads there. Right, Allied bombardment attack at Makassar. Yeah, have fun with that one. Now, do we launch our own deliberate attack? Yep, here we go. Deliberate attack at Makassar. You can see that we have the 3rd JNAF there as well, so we'll be able to set up shop immediately. 29 to 1. Yeah. And Makassar falls here to our invincible forces. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, nice. So not only did we actually... Nice. So we capture... Very good. So that's 5 buffaloes there and a demon. Very good. Very good. Banzai indeed. 686 casualties inflicted. We only took 2 squads disabled. That's very nice there. But the good news is we've got an aviation company here and we're immediately ready to begin operations, which is going to be excellent. There we go. Hong Kong expands the airfield to size 6, which is handy. I don't think I really need to do that, but I'll stop the expansion at Hong Kong now. But nice. Not bad. Not bad. It's a nice way for the mini-Kitabatai to make their entrance. The Kitabatai should have arrived back at Truk this time. We don't see anything go wrong, and yeah, there we go. So I'd like to say a big thank you there, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are watching the replay. I'll see you in the actual full stream later. So goodbye for now. There we go, guys. What did you reckon to that, Ben? So I'll just start uploading, that'll be good to go. But that's not bad, not a bad turn. I've got to stop bloody clicking, well, hitting escape. Because it makes things go too quickly. It didn't look like there was too much there, but I actually missed it. It was slowed down by us having some raids and stuff, so not bad. It was a shame to lose some of the B5M1s to the Aerocobras, but we do actually have something of a surplus of B5M1s, so it's not the end of the world. We'll see what the operational losses are, but at the end of the day, we are going to lose some aircraft. It's going to be interesting to see how he actually does respond now to the fact of the mini-Kitabatai being there in the Indian Ocean. I mean, I was worried about the Coast Watcher report. I suppose we don't need to worry about that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be well aware of it now. Okay. Yeah, for recording. And does that mean we've destroyed a part of the squadron? I mean, potentially so. I suppose the, I reckon the actual fighters that were there on the base were probably units that were stranded anyway. But the good news is it's worth victory points to take them out, so it's all good. And the fact is, well, they're there, they can't escape, and they're destroyed in the airfield. We took Makassar really very easily. Only 2 squads disabled is really just absolutely nothing there. Can't complain about that. Can't complain about that. Okay. Let's put a timer to this, and then we'll get going in just a moment. But yeah, quite happy with that. I think that was a nice solid turn. I mean, we did inflict some damage against the enemy submarines as well, but we didn't see the enemy submarines have any success either, so that was nice. Can't complain about that. And well, we actually hit a AEG as well, and that was pretty awesome. So not bad, not bad. Nothing spectacular, but not bad. A nice turn of progress, really. I think it's one of those. I mean, the base of Makassar falls. We do take that base in China. I mean, we took a little bit more in the way of casualties over to Changsha, but that's fine. It's all about inflicting damage, and it's draining his supply, which is excellent. There we go. So that'll be live shortly as well. There we go, okay. Yeah, I know, I'm just like editing the video in the background here. Oops, wrong buttons. There we go. Okay. Get back into the game. So we'll start off by taking a look at the air losses then. Ideally we didn't lose too much. We know that we lost some... no, that's good, that's good. We lost some P5M1s. Yeah, so quite a few there. 3 to operational losses. So we lose 6 P5M1 Kates, but that's not bad. I can handle that. We do have them in... we do have a good few in the pool. Indeed, Hirohito. So he loses 8 Buffaloes a day, he loses 3 of the B39s, we lose 2 K-27s, he loses 2 Demons, we lose a Sonoya. I mean, the thing is, we are going to lose aircraft due to the fact that we are the aggressor. So we lost a single 0, which isn't bad, so that was just shot down, the others made it back. But we see out here that, yeah, that's a lot of ships there, so that's a lot of, auxiliaries. But at the end of the day, they're still worth victory points. It's worth taking them out. How you doing there, Snake? Good to have you on board, my man. So let's take a look then. So we confirmed the kill on the Alenga, which is a Pacific L cargo class. So it's British It's not bad either. I mean, that's not bad endurance. I do wonder what she was doing out there. Yeah, she was hit by a torpedo. That must have hurt. But I'm pretty sure we probably sank the AS. I think we got out of here just at the right time, so the APDs are unloading here as well, which is great news. Well, we had the Minika Bataille, yep, so he's well aware of them now. She's made her entrance, we did sink the ship that was over here, and we did actually cause some damage against this force over here. We hit a submarine tender pretty hard. Unfortunately, we didn't hit the other ones, but yeah, causing damage. Right, what do we see over here then? A lot of PTs. He's got to have something else here. Now, we didn't see the De Ruyter this turn, so that's interesting. I think what we'll do then is we'll think about the positioning of the Minika Bataille. I need to take a look at the amount of torpedoes. Let's see. Okay, so that did use a lot of the torpedoes there. Yeah, okay, so used a lot of torpedoes, but that's fine. At the end of the day, I can still use bombs. I'm not behest of torpedoes. We still are capable of dealing damage. I mean, how much do we have in terms of sorties? Yeah, okay. We do need to rearm at some point in the near future, then, it seems. But we still have some time, and that's fine. Plenty of sorties there, which is good. Very nice. Okay. We do see the conga line there moving out. Yeah, that fuel would be very handy. And the good news is, like, I've got surface forces over here, so yeah, we know he's operating aircraft over here, which is interesting enough. Still no aircraft in Singapore. We did inflict some more damage then against the airfield, which is good news. It's forcing him to use supply when he would rather not. Ah, so we do see some fighters over here. So I imagine he probably went from Singapore to Sabang. And what's the distance here then? So from Singapore to Sabang, that's 14 hexes. Down here to Surabaya, well, that's a little bit further, 23 hexes. How you doing there, Fury? Good to have you, my man. We did alright. We sank some ships. We lost about 6 B5M1 Kates, but we did shoot down a good few Buffaloes, etc. Only 3 more years until you'll be able to refit the carriage, yeah. Okay, so we do see some gunboats over here as well, then. They're a pain in the arse to deal with. I'm still gonna use torpedoes. At the end of the day, they'll switch to using bombs automatically anyway. So what's the plan with the Minika Bataille? Well, what I'm thinking is then, we need to choose this sort of distance that we move. I'm going to probably move maybe 4 or 5 hectares away from the coast of Java. There is a light cruiser and some warships in this area, so we do have to watch out. It'll be interesting. I know that the submarines actually don't have any detection over them at the moment, which is good to see there. Alright, I do have the I-164 there in position. Yeah, we'll take a look at the actual full KB. It looks as if they did. I didn't hear anything about it. Yep, they finally arrived. Yep, they finally arrived back in that truck. You can see that has loaded with fuel there, so I do need to get some more fuel convoys going. But the good news is we'll be able to take a serious look at what we want to do with the Minika Bataille. I'd imagine that they'll be able to take on some replacements soon, which is excellent. So we'll take a look at what we're going to do there with the Minika Bataille. In fact, what I'm going to do is actually save it here. The reason being, I don't want to make any mistakes or anything like that. Yeah, put them in down. See, what we do need to do is we do need to resize aircraft aboard the Akagi. See, there's only the A5 and 4 here aboard the Akagi. I mean, what we'll be doing then is actually taking the aircraft over here and having them resized. Yeah, the good news is, like, we can actually draw from the pool here. The issue is, like, I'm limited to 18 on a lot of these squadrons. They don't resize until July, a lot of them, if not all of them. Whereas other squadrons that aren't really as important, we can resize freely now. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to disband the actual task force. I'll reload the game then just so we have it back as is. But I want to just see what it would be like if we were indeed to look at repairs. Just to get an idea of what the times might be like. Okay. I mean, some of them ain't bad. I mean, what I'd have to do then is actually, like, shut down progress on the Nagato and etc. It would be a case of, like, prioritizing these CVs. But some of them would be looking like a week, really. Yeah, and I know about Infinite, don't worry, my man. We'll only take a look at this just so we can see what's going on. I'll reload the game in a moment. Yeah, so we'll take a look at about a week for a lot of them. I don't think there's really any major damage. Nagato's actually getting better now as well, 27, so not too long until she'll be ready for action. A little bit of major damage there, that can't be repaired in this mode, she'd have to go into repair ship. Or shipyard, but... Okay, so the repair ship could do that, that's very good news. Yeah, we could resize. Yeah, so repair ships will be able to take care of the major damage. So it looks like there's system damage, a little bit of major damage. So, overall, we'd be able to get rid of this system damage pretty quickly. That wouldn't be too bad there. Yeah, I mean, what we'd be doing here, it's like, Infinite does the things that I'm a little bit too lazy to do, really. Okay, so I'm going to go back and reload the turn. There we go. I mean, sometimes it's a case of, I do spend about 6 hours on these streams normally. There is like a limit of how much time I can really realistically spend. Okay. So there we go, we've got the Kidapatai there then, so that's fine. I'm glad that we made that save just beforehand. It just allows us just to keep things sorted, which is good news. Okay, we'll take a look at the actual operations report then. Occupy that base, I don't even know where it is. Right, okay. So these bad boys have been returned to service, so I imagine that these are now... They more than likely had their cargo space converted to troop carrier space as well. Something to look at there. PBY 5 sighted over Savai. I don't know why he's doing it over Savai. He must be just doing it for the training purpose, really. Allied aircraft over the 2nd RTA, the 6th RTA, so he's definitely moving aircraft over there. So we know there's an aircraft in Burma. Yeah, heavy bombers sighted over the 3rd RTA. Batambang. I'd have to check out where that actually is. But it's interesting to see that it is a confirmed PBY 4. Torpedo bombers sighted over the 3rd RTA. Dive bombers over the 2nd RTA. Damaged on landing, that's a shame. So it looks like a few of them actually crashed on landing, which is a shame. Grounded at Luganville due to maintenance, that's okay. PT-32 was hit. Yeah, so it's over there at Hokkaido. So we see medium bombers here as well then. So it looks like he's moved the mainstay of his air force over to Burma. Which, okay, fair enough. I mean, what I'll be doing then is moving... Well, I'll be probably moving KF-43s over to, like, that sort of area then. Okay, transporting the 4th Base Force and the 1st SLF to Butian. Obviously that's on the island of Mindanao. Crashes on landing, unfortunately. Right, repairs completed. Okay, I-166 has finished her repairs as she's returned to service as far as we can tell. I assume she is, like, fully repaired. So we capture Pucheng and we capture Makassar. Or Makassar. Suva has expanded her airfield to size 5 then, so that's interesting. So the thing is, he's been expending a lot of supplies to do that. Which is fine. Really is fine. So the AG Kinasaki has arrived at Osaka. Yeah, there we go. So the Okamoto detachment on CV Akagi converting to size 27 from 9. Chitose converting from size 36, sorry, to 36 from 27. That's good to see there. Very nice. We'll take a look at these then. Yep, and this is where we get a very large influx of units here as well. So we can see that we have the 4th Air Division over here at Changchun, the 52nd Infantry Brigade at Shanghai, 58th Shanghai, 52nd Road Construction arrives at Tokyo. I'm going to have to get those guys moving out somewhere. 56th, 62nd, 60th, 54th. Yep, this is brilliant. Changchun as well. So Changchun's received a lot of aviation support, which is fantastic. Not bad at all, then. I do wonder where Changchun actually is. So we do see him still moving forces over here. Right, so I'll be able to take this base next turn, then. So all of them just go into operations mode, then. Do a bit of attack, take that base. Make it a shock attack, just in case. There we go. So we do take the base over here, which is nice. Right, our forces over here. Yeah. We'll wait for the 2nd Engineer Regiment to arrive. We do have heavy cruisers on the way, so what we might do then is go back to bombardment perhaps, and then wait for the heavy cruiser bombardment to arrive. Right, we'll set their home port over here. So what did you guys think to the turn then? How do you think it went? I think it was nice. What plane losses do we have? Welcome there, Carl. Good to have you on board, my man. So we lose 6 B5 M12Ks. I mean, we lost 3 of them in the air to air. But the thing is, they were going up against P4, sorry, Aerocobras, and like, an Aerocobra is chucking a 37mm shell at you. You don't exactly, you don't come back from that. You would not want one of those things on your tail. Absolutely not. That'd be rough. Okay. So not bad. If we take a look over here, then... yeah, not bad. It was a nice one, really, isn't it? It's one of those of where things just... yeah, it's okay. Nothing to shout home about, but nothing bad either. How many pilots? Oh, in terms of pilot losses? So we have 6 killed in action this turn, 2 wounded in action, 1 missing in action. So the wounded in action, if they're actually aboard the carrier still or whenever at the airfields, they can be brought back. Yeah, sure. I don't think we have another ace as of yet. How you doing there, Cola? Welcome, my dude. How big was that ship that we hit? Let's see. Well, the thing is, like, we don't see everything. The AM's obviously only small, 450 tons. The Alenga, she's about 3,700 tons, so nothing bad. Nothing exceptional, but at the end of the day, it's still worthwhile hitting it. Right, so the 48th Division will arrive tomorrow, it seems. Okay, that's fantastic. So the 22nd Air Flotilla has... I'd be happy if they arrived, but I don't think they will have arrived by now. Almost. I was going to say, oh, look, over there. No, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. 40th is there. Yeah, there's the 22nd Air Flotilla. Okay, so they should arrive tomorrow then at Johor Bahru, which is excellent. Yeah, they'll definitely arrive tomorrow. So from that point, I'll be able to start running the naval bombers over here, which is going to be great. I'll probably get them positioned down here then. I mean, what I might want to do is actually have them fly out from Malacca. But then again, I need them down here at Johor Bahru. I could probably move the fighters out. Distribute them a little bit more than I have been doing. Fatigue's quite low here, which is great. Well, I mean, this is it. If he's going to put these submarines in there, they are going to take hits. They're going to take a lot of hits. Like, my depth charges aren't fantastic. They're really quite bad. But the thing is, if he's actually in the shallow waters, I can hurt him. But the good thing here to see, then, is we managed to avoid most of the submarines. So it looks like he was trying to hit the Kitabatai over here, so it looks like we were able to get out of here just before that. It's all about being aware of what's in the actual area. We do have the G4M1 Bettys over here as well, which is great news. So let's take a look. So we do have, yeah, there we go, the 23rd Air Flotilla has arrived. fantastic. Now, this is the point at which Kendari is a proper base now. We actually have some logistical support here. Looks like we loaded up a lot of supply, but we do have a lot of supply to be unloaded here. A few hundred tons there yet. Okay, supply will be moving in here. Yeah, there we go, we have a few thousand tons of supply. So 6,378 tons of supply. Yeah, the Kandari Task Force has arrived back over here, which is excellent. Great to see you there. They're still loading supplies, okay, that's more supplies than I really would have expected, but fair enough. So we'll cancel the loading of supplies, and we'll get them moving now. Yeah, we'll take a look at the troops at Numair shortly. The good news is I've got a few more ships over here, so I do have some options as to how I want them escorted. I might even have a heavy cruiser lead that force. That's something to bear in mind. Rest in peace to all the allied... Yeah, well, this is it, isn't it, really? But, I mean, we've lost a few so far. So, we'll get that supply loaded in here. Unloaded here. I suppose it was a little bit too much. But I suppose it'd be worthwhile. I don't have to unload it all. Like, they do have 2,000, nearly 3,000 tons there, which is not bad. Fuso still over here at Kendari. She's in port, actually. Let's take a look. Yeah, Fuso's here in port. I'll take her somewhere in the near future then to have her, have work begin on her, really. Yeah, this is a ship that we'd need down by the Kendari v Kashino. And that'd be great. So our submarine tent has arrived over here as well, which is brilliant, the Nagoya Maru. The thing is, we don't have any, I might even just have her move down here to Kendari, to be honest. Have her move to Kendari. We don't have any fuel at Banado. It would have been nice, but I think things are opening up for us over here. We'll be landing at Ternat next turn. Yeah, additional supply moving in there as well. That's a service force moving in, which is great news. Yeah, fuel moving in here. The 65th Brigade as well. So the thing is, it's like I'd consider... I'm going to have the 65th Brigade land here at Ambon, but I think what I'm going to do is have a battleship lead that invasion there, really. The reason being that supposedly there's 6-inch coastal guns over here at Ambon, but a battleship should be able to shrug that off for the most part. To be honest, they should have no issue shrugging that off. I can't imagine them being able to be affected by that. Okay. So you're still in position over here then. Right, they're heading back. Well, they're headed to Cow. They're carrying the 6th and 8th GIMAF companies over there, which is nice. Alright, okay. A little bit of extra artillery there is welcome. So that's heading down to Johor Bahru. It's got a fair way to go, actually. Have them planned for Singapore, actually. And there we go. At least they still have 11. Right. I don't think all elements of the 124th are here as of yet. Yeah, I mean, this is... I could potentially use Fuso for the bombardment, but the thing is, like, Fuso's moving a little bit slower. She'll be easier to spot as well due to her damage, so... we'll have to consider that. Yeah, a good few of them are in for repairs here, which is to be expected. If that was the air division, I would have them move over there. But yeah, it'd be nice to have the aviation support over here. And I could move out the Couch Wedge 7s, or move out the Tojos, or move out the Zeros. Probably going to be the Zeros that I moved out soon. The question is going to come down to, like, where is his air power? So we do have fairly weak detection over these bases. We'll have to build it up over time. I have okay detection over there, over Sabang. Okay. I could potentially go for a raid versus Sabang, but we'll consider that one. I'll keep the reconnaissance flights to both for Sabang. If we see there's aircraft there, then it'll mean they're damaged, and then I'll run a bombing mission. It's just I'm not really geared towards that area just at this moment in time. I suppose at the end of the day we need to concentrate our assets against Singapore, really. Just force them to burn that supply. But it's fantastic, isn't it? The 1st of February 1942. I mean, things are interesting so far. It is indeed interesting. So we have a growing force over here now, which is good news. I still don't have control of the road yet. But at least it's additional reinforcements. I don't think that... I'm going to have them plan for Kigai, to be fair. We're going to wait until the 48th Division arrives. They're already here anyway, so they will arrive tomorrow. So once they arrive at Johor Bahru, we'll wait for them to unpack, and then we'll begin the attack at Singapore. We're going to attack with about 4 divisions. Obviously, we'll have the other forces moving afterwards, but the initial cross is going to be made by those divisions. I need... Yeah, we're going to need more divisions, but they're on their way. We're not going to wait for them, we're going to go for it. So we'll need those. We haven't seen anything done over here at Bataan, so that's good to see then. I mean, he's going to be burning supply, which is fine by me. Okay, they're taking their time, but they'll be over here soon enough. Yeah, so we'll have level 3 fortifications there tomorrow. What I'm going to do then is start building up the airfield over here at Hong Kong. Don't have a huge amount of supply there, to be fair. So I don't want to be using it. Yeah, we have enough lifting capacity here now. We're just waiting on the 38th Division. It's a shame that we didn't actually bounce them here. Let's see. They're making good progress towards Nanning. You know, it's amazing, isn't it, that these guys are going to be able to be there soon. I'll have them wait here then. I can have them in reserve for the time being. So pursuit, no pursuit. So I guess pursuit then. They don't have any issues really in regards to fatigue. A little bit of fatigue, but we'll have them on reserve because they might then cross the river. But we'll see about that. Once we have these forces here, I'll cross the river with them. I could cross here, but it'd take a long time. Right. Don't see them moving there. So what's the supply situation like over here then? It's not too bad. It looks worse because obviously these are red numbers, but in reality they'll be restocked with supply. The China Expeditionary Army has arrived. Yeah, additional artillery has arrived too. So now over 2,000 guns here, which is brilliant. Additional heavy artillery has arrived. Yeah, that's brilliant. I mean, having all this armor would be very nice. Like, we have 2,591 vehicles. So the thing is, it's going to hurt when we do attack, but we'll have that mitigated to a good degree. We do have the 24th and the 12th Division that's just arrived here as well. So that's good. That gives us another... yeah, gives us a nice, healthy boost there. So let's see. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to order a deliberate attack for the time being. We still have time to change our minds if anything comes up, but that's going to be good. That's going to hurt. I don't want them attacking. Though, then again, they do have IGA. Engineer squad, so yeah, they also do have the engineering tanks, so they're actually pretty good for that sort of stuff. I'm going to need the engineers to actually lower the amount of fortifications. So, we're going up against Urban Light, which is going to hurt. Light Urban's times 2. If it was Urban Heavy, it'd be pretty bad. It'd be the worst thing in the game, but it is what it is. The good news is it's easy to move supply in there. So that's good news. Yeah, we have the bombers hitting him now at Changsha as well, so that's going to add up there as well. It's just all about adding up the pound in there, really. Right, the 37th and the 27th, they should actually arrive in the next turn as well, so that's good news. So we'll attack next turn, and then we'll have another 2 divisions, fresh divisions there to replace, so I'll just augment our forces a turn after, another turn after that. Another 2 divisions over here, 2 regiments, another army group, and additional engineers. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll attack next turn, I reckon. We might wait. I've got them set to attack here for the time being. I suppose the thing is, it's like, it's been now 2 days of movement for his forces, so it's more than likely that they are going to be moving out. They could move out potentially this next turn. We'll see about that. I imagine he's probably moving out some forces here. Yeah, 9 out of 15. Be nice to have 15 out of 15. Yeah, it is going to be a big fight. The reason why we're going to attack a Changsha, really, is, well, it's going to hurt. It really is going to hurt. We'll have a good few thousand casualties, more than likely. But the reason why we're going to be doing that is because it's actually worth it to attack him here. Because if we attack him... Well, if we don't attack him, then he's going to be able to get to the other side of the river without being too beaten up. Whereas if we attack him now, he's going to be beaten up. Like, we'll be beaten up as well, but we do have far stronger forces. And the shock attack will hurt when we cross over. But the thing is, it's like, once we get crossed over, then I can bring the armor into... well, into consideration. And the beautiful thing is, this is clear terrain over here, so all we have to do is get the divisions across. Once the divisions are across, then all I'm doing is just using the armor to mow him down. Now, interestingly enough, this looks like it's an empty base, and I will take advantage of that, so I think... we were talking about the actual paratroopers, and I think this could be a real... that could be really nice. If that's indeed empty. Because that'd be fantastic. I mean, he still has a road over here, but that would be amazing to take. And it'd be something in the rear, and it'd be good for us to actually have something like that already there. It'd probably fall, but I think it might be a worthwhile use of the paratroopers just to... Because at the end of the day, I could have them move up over there then, really. Or move up further over here. Just move somewhere where they can be a problem. Yeah, that's the idea. The thing is, it's like... tanks aren't that effective in urban, but once we're on the other side of the bank and we're going up against clear terrain, then they become significantly more effective. The fact is, he doesn't have really any anti-tank guns. Dakimakurura. Makurura. I like that name. Dakimakurura. Dakaimarua? What is it? Dakaimakurura. Yeah, 2,000 guns here. That's a lot. But it's nice to actually have some engineered vehicles. We have 878 engineers. Operation Body Pillow. Fucking hell, Colleen. Here's me thinking, oh, that sounds really quite interesting. I wonder what that means. Oh, it means body pillow. Oh, that's typical weeb shit. Goddamn weebs. Okay. Do have additional sub-chasers there, then. Yeah, I can imagine they bloody well would. Oh, dearie me. Okay. So what we'll do then is we'll take a look at the map. I do see something over here, actually. Yeah, so we are seeing destroyers over here then. So he's... where are they moving, actually? Moving southwest, so they're moving in towards Auckland then. Well, I mean, this is it. I mean, once we win at Changsha, as we will do, it's going to hurt him. Because the thing is, it's like, we'll take damage, but we are going to be able to recover that. Like, of course, he'll be able to recover men, but he just doesn't have the guns. So if we take a look over here, then, how are our forces looking? Okay, that's significantly better. Like, the 84th is still beaten up. They have 33 assault value. That's not too bad. I suppose it's our annihilation campaign, isn't it? Our own annihilation campaign. What's the word? Vernichtung Krieg? Something like that. Yeah, I think we'll attack Numair this turn. Assault value has recovered nicely. Our reinforcements are on the way as well. They're making decent progress. It'll take them some time, but we're making progress. Yeah, the 144th has really good planning here. So we'll go ahead and order a general attack. And the thing is, he's still been beaten up by the bombardment. It's not been as effective in the last few turns, but it's still been him taking casualties. Which is nice. He's using supply, and that's brilliant. The thing is, he can't resupply, unless he's like somehow bloody dropping it in or something like that. I don't know. I don't think he is. He just must have a lot of supply here. That's crazy amount. Okay. So we started the process to actually move the assets from Funafuti over here to Canton Island, which would be nice. We can't actually build an airfield over there, which is a shame. Can't believe I didn't notice that earlier. So let's see then. Nothing detected over here as of yet. Right, just a submarine there. 3 submarines though, moving west. Okay. So they've started the march. It'll take them a while to get there. You can see fatigue isn't great. It'll take them a while to get there, but the fact is, once they do get there, at least they'll have some planning. So it doesn't like as a unit over here. So we landed at Manus, which is good news. So we'll take Manus next turn. Shock attack because it's awesome. Yeah, he probably moved in a bunch of supply here, but the thing is, if he's moved in a bunch of supply, then at least we have something to capture. I mean, whatever is left behind is something that we capture. I'm hoping that at least some of the light industry remains behind, because that'd be nice, but like a little bit of a prize there, just something to use in the long run, really. Even if it's just a little bit, it'd be worth something to me. It's not a massive, massive game changer. So we know he has now a level 5 airfield over here at Suva. 17 hexes from Luganville. 17 hexes from Noumea. So that's all well and good, but the thing is, it's like, I have aircraft in this area. I'm actually quite happy for him to come and try and attack me over here with aircraft. The thing is, that's me fighting over my own home base. And sure, a B-17 has a hell of a lot of range, but that is some distance to cover there. I was hoping that I might have sighted more allied task forces, but unfortunately not. Well, we sighted a few assets over here, but we haven't sighted the Allied Surface Task Forces yet. Or Hermes. So I do feel like they're actually operating in this area. I'm not particularly interested in, like, I'd rather avoid those guys over there. I don't think it's going to be moving them anyway. It's good to know that they are there, because then at least we're not running into them with invasion forces, really. I should have not had them loading supplies, otherwise they would have set out for Kopang by now. Speaking of Kopang, we do see aircraft over here then, so that's good to know. Okay. Yep, so you're unloading, which is brilliant. So, well, these are actually quite nice subchasers, to be fair. They are very nice. Okay, we'll form up additional ASW task forces. That's the important thing right now, is just really get on top of the anti-submarine assets. Well, efforts, I should say. But the brilliant thing is I can actually operate torpedo bombers from here now, which is brilliant. I mean, I could potentially use them. We know he's got a combat air patrol over there. So that's something to bear in mind. If I rebase KI-43s to Makassar, I could probably escort them in without too much in the way of worries. Yeah, we're still running our naval patrols around Bataan. I don't want to allow him to move supplies back in there, so we're going to be harsh on him. It's going to hurt. Well, it sucks because we're using a squadron for that, but that's fine. If anything, it does help our pilots out. Yeah, there's some running in their naval attacks. Two destroyers over there. Right, so I've got the 2nd and 6th tank regiments over here then. Don't have an escort from them at the moment. Yeah, there we go. That's brilliant. Yeah, I mean, we've got the G3 M2s to do that. It's just one of these things of, like, we might not see them actually attacking, but they're still probably attacking. They may not have just actually had an opportunity to hit. Okay. The beauty is, though, Bhutan, like, it's all well and good, but he's got a lot of forces here. Like, what I want to point out here, then, is, let's see. Like, we have less men at Johor Bahru than he has at Bhutan, as far as we're aware. We take a look at the supply requirement here, that's 7,821. Now, the fact is, we're not actually firing flak every turn, we're not having to deal with that sort of crap. He is. So, he's going to burn through supply. And the fact is, as well, look over here at Changsha, like, he might burn through a massive stock of supply very quickly. Right, he's actually moving forces upon the 2nd RTA division there. That's not brilliant. So he's only just started moving, so I'm going to attempt to move out the area. If they're going to attack, that's fine. Right, so he's moving that force down there. That's okay. Well, it's a siege after all. They're in a fortress. I mean, they have the Fortress Island of Corregidor there as well to safeguard the actual bay. So it's one of these things that we can't really use naval assets, but that's fine. It takes as long as it takes, and at the end of the day, it's a lot of victory points that we'll gain. If I can do it without taking much in the way of losses myself, that's fantastic. And we'll see about that. I'm happy for him just to starve. It is an issue that we are using, that we have 2 divisions and additional forces that would be better spent elsewhere. So what I might do then, I don't know, I think what I might do is take the artillery that we released from China and have it actually move down to Malaya. We'll see about that, really. Right, so let's see over here then. That was probably the worst mistake I ever made there. That's taken a long ass time. This is how bad Jungle Rough is. It takes a long time to move. Okay. So we do have the 2nd over here as well. But the good news is we're now able to bomb Singapore freely, which it feels good to say that. It's got a lot of flak, but we just keep burning. Keep burning through supplies like that, and it'll not last long, really. So I'm quite happy for that. Once we cross the causeway, we'll take a lot of casualties, but that's fine. We can replace casualties. And what we'll do is we'll set up a rotation system where we'll have like a division rotate out to Johor Bahru to rest and recuperate, and then we'll move it back into Singapore. I might build up the airfield here. I don't imagine it'd take long to get to level 4. Well, then again, level 5 is quite a bit. I'll leave it as is. I can move assets elsewhere. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a long time before he can... And the thing is, like, we have a few months. Like, our time is ticking slowly but surely for us to be able to achieve strategic aims. Well, decisive gains, really. But it is what it is. We're trying to expedite the invasion of Dutch East Indies. But, I mean, this invasion went well over here. We're making our way towards Port Moresby. He can't stop that now, which is brilliant. Okay, you can stay here. The train moves on then to Tulagi. Yeah, the end date is some... I think it's May 1946 when the game ends. Just, yeah, you can't change that. There we go. Huh. Everything's refueled. Must have been from the oilerman. But that's brilliant news. I'm quite happy about that. And these are brilliant submarines as well. Really happy about these guys. Now, you don't carry any aircraft. You do need to be rearmed. Can I have you actually replaced by Jake? We don't have many Jakes in the pool, but I'd like to get this done now if I can. Unfortunately not, actually. Ah. Yeah, I mean, this is it. We will attempt to fight on just without end, really. Now, one of them, yeah, what we're going to do then is we're going to head towards the Lion Islands. I'll leave behind the 9,000 Junts. We're going to have the ones with the 16,000 Junts move out here into the, towards the American coastline. We've not been running any wolf packs in that area for a long while, so we'll take advantage of that. He might be a little bit more relaxed. Oh, we're going to hope so anyway. I'll go ahead and check on my signal intelligence. Well, not weather report, that's the wrong one. Right, signal intelligence. Just gonna drink some coffee. Okay. So we do see activity at San Diego. Yeah, so ships and aircraft there, which is to be expected. I'll get somebody who's moved out this way. We still don't have any sightings of the American carriers as of yet. I have a I don't know. I feel like they might be around here. They could be somewhere in this sort of area here. We'll have to make a note in the future when we see the CVs, and then that at least helps us to plan things. Yeah, we need spies indeed. But we know that he's been moving tankers around here to Palmyra. We know, well, I'm sure we've seen, well, there probably would have been something down here at Pago Pago. That's something to bear in mind. I don't think we've seen any real ships moving around this area, considering that we do have H6Ks over to the north at Funafuti. We haven't really seen anything in the area moving. So I don't think he's moved ships there for a long while. He definitely has a lot of assets there. But the good news is, I mean, he's been up the airfield, and, well, he's going to have to get supply there. The thing is, he's more than likely going to be, I mean, well, this is it. I suppose it's an indication that he's still worried about this area. He's still working on this area. Which works for me. He's definitely concerned about the, assets down here. Like, we will eventually invade over here. It's going to be tough. Like, it's probably going to be very tough. But the thing is, well, we'll see what it is. What I might do is just land one of these hexes over here if it's doable, but we'll see about that. Where's Mutsu? She's over here at truck. More than likely. Yeah, it's worth a good few hundred victory points, which is nice. Yeah, Mutsu's over here. We do have a couple submarines over here that I actually need to get back out. So that's awesome, then. If I can get... Oh, wow, okay. Actually, quite a few over here. Granted, some of them are in for repairs. Look at these 24,000 endurance. That's amazing. These guys are going to head towards the American coastline. A little bit of system damage is absolutely nothing. Yep, you've got a J. I'll give you a reserve. It's nice to have them with a reserve there. You don't have one. But that's fine. That forms its own little, like, well, its own little wolf pack. Well, the thing is, we do have good submarines. Like, we will... To be honest, we'll not... we're not going to get, like, super submarines or anything like that. I don't know if we get the submarine carrier. I don't know if that's actually in the game. It might be in the other scenario, the one where Japan gets all crazy sort of stuff. I don't know if it's in this one, though. But our submarines are pretty good. The issue is obviously we don't have a technology that the Americans or the British or the Dutch or basically anybody else does. At least at this moment in time. Okay. There's not a terrible amount of stuff to do here, which is fantastic. Like, it'll not take us too long to get this turn hammered out, which is great. Okay. So the armor's over here as well, which is great. And Japan built around 100 subs, yeah. We've been making good use of our submarines so far, which is nice. Okay. Have them going to rest and train. Shipping engineers here. 41st. Okay, so they've just arrived here then, so rest and training. The US will build a lot more. I can imagine it being stupendous numbers. Oh, right, okay, so the actual subdivision of one of the groups has arrived here as well, which is fantastic. So... I think what we'll do then, we'll wait one day and then I at least have the full unit. I mean, these guys go through absolute hell. These guys always have the worst jobs. Like, the 124th landed at Mersing. Now they're given the mission of landed at Singkawang, so... they just don't get an easy ride, do they? They get the worst. But, hey, they prove themselves to be quite effective, so yeah, we'll send them. Yeah, taking Singkawang, it's way too late, really, for it to be very effective. Like, we'll do other games in the far future. When this game eventually does end, we will do other ones. I don't know who the opponent will be. I don't even know if I'll be alive at that point. But we will do future games, and it would be nice to go through the actual opening stages and really reflect on everything we've learned. And really put that into practice, really. Well, the thing is, it's like... he's got to find the target. Okay, we're now loading resources now, which is good. Well, they're just heading back. It's not really what I wanted there. I don't know if I'll ever play against the AI again. Maybe on like certain scenarios, but I don't think in the long run. Alright, just head back there. Let's turn that off for the time being. Wasting a lot of fuel there, which is annoying. Oh well. Okay, well our oilers are making it through there, which is nice. Right, so they've arrived over here then. That's good to see. Let's take a look. So I do need to move some troops out of here then. So what I'm going to do is move out the Maizuru 2nd SLF. Well, actually no, I'm going to move out the Chichijima Special Base Force, aren't I? That's what I was going to do. Right, so dock. Grab the Chichijima. Sept. Yeah, I might have them load some supplies. There's one of these of it. Yeah, I wish I had more control over it. Right over then. So, I'm just thinking, where do we want to move the Chichijima Special Base Force? It might be that I have their Special Base Force move to Tarawa, perhaps. But it's not the best base, is it really? I tell you what, I need to pick up some resources from these islands. They've been... Fuck me. Yeah, that's a lost stockpile of resources there. Holy moly. 84,000. Jeez. Hefty amount of resource production there. 17k over here as well. It might be that we move that. It's one of these things, really, isn't it? It's like the cost of fuel to move them. Is it worthwhile? If we have assets passing by, we might. But I'm not going to go out of my way to grab them. It's just not really worth the fuel, I suppose you could say, when we have more resources closer by. But it's something. I mean, potentially what I might do is actually have it taken down to New Maya, assuming that any of that light industry survives. I mean, I'd be happy if some of it did survive. That'd be great. Yeah, that's the plan there, really, isn't it? You've got to make it worthwhile. It's not worth it to go out there and just pick them up exclusively, but on return legs it could be worth it. Okay. See... I might take a heavy cruiser to lead that force then. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so the Ashigara can lead that. I might place the torpedo boats in there as well, just to give us some additional oomph there. In fact, what I'll do is I'll take out the APDs and place them in torpedo boats. Now, they still have some firepower, but it's not the actual firepower these guys I need. The Ashigara's in here, really, just to have a little bit of armor. She's not super well armored, but she's well armored for it. I mean, end of the day, she's a heavy cruiser, so she does have armor. She's never going to, like, stack up to a battleship, but that's fine. Not as much ASW as I was expecting then, actually. Oh, you don't have any ASW munitions, that makes sense. That's okay, just gonna move it anyway. Right, you're unloading here, which is good news. Dock them up. So what I'm going to be doing then is getting the sea detachment ready to move out shortly. Question is going to be, where do we have this sea detachment sent? It might be that we have them move on towards Balikpapan. Like, taking Balikpapan would be great just to have access to fuel in the area. Like, I'd be very happy to have access to fuel in the area. So it might be that we prepare them for that sort of movement there, really. Ambon can be taken by APD's kind the 65th. Well, it's one of those. It's like, I'm just trying to think how we could make use of them. I'm not going to go out of my way to make use of them, really. If it can be useful, then we'll use it. So we have 2,000 tons of resources there. It produces a little bit. Not a massive amount. It might be that we, like, have something on the return or on that sort of way. Yeah, it would have been nice to have hit the Holland. I think it was the Holland. But there is a lot of ships in that actual area there, so... It's a shame that we had to use so much in the way of torpedoes, but that's fine. I really do believe that if you do not greet every threat or every potential threat with maximum lethality, you are gonna run into a dangerous situation very quickly. It's the fact of, like, we don't know what we're gonna encounter. Like, we know there's a cruiser out here, we know there are destroyers out here. You've got to be able to handle it. I mean, for the most part, the cruisers won't take too much. It's only really, like, heavy cruisers and battleships that are, like, the ones really that are hard to take out. And even, I mean, this is it. It's like people say, oh, but the British carriers are armoured. Well, the thing is, it's like, if you throw enough bombs on it, you are going to knock it out, or at least cause it to be useless. So that's fine by me. I've got enough in the way of sorties. The thing is, we're not really moving to engage here, as such. Now, it's going to take us some time. It'll take us another... Let's take a look at the actual range of the Kidapataya then. Yeah, so the thing is, it's like it's going to take us a full day to arrive at this position, another day to arrive here. So it's going to be a couple days. So it could be a case of, well, he's going to have his forces move out this way. I mean, I do have the submarines over here. We do have additional submarines moved through this area. So I do need these submarines to actually be my eyes and ears here, really. Well, that's it, isn't it, really? Yeah, let's try to do as many supply trips for US subs get better. That's very true. It's a Dutch I've got to watch out for. I think the British, yeah, the British are dangerous as well, but... Yeah, I mean, the US submarines can be dangerous, of course. It's one of these things. It's like, it's not likely for them to actually have a torpedo that works, but when they actually bloody do work, they bloody do work, and it hurts. Oh, yes it does. Okay. No, I really don't see this time taking too long. So I think what we need to do is figure out... Well, the good news is that we know what we're dealing with over here at Banjo Town. Double check this. So, and that's a Pete. I doubt Pete's going to see anything. There's something rotten with the Dutch. And looks like, and I did have a... No, I've already given orders to the submarines that truck, didn't I? Yeah, see, that's interesting there. So we see a Dornier 24K1 operating near tonight. I tell you what, the stars have just had line there, really, haven't they? What I might do then is actually take the Takao and the Otago. Like, we'll probably take some damage landing at Ambon, but it has to be done. It might be worth... Yeah, it might be worth taking them. Yeah, I think what we do then is we could use the heavy cruisers here. The APDs obviously run the ASW. The light cruisers can still be useful in this area as well to escort. The thing is, let's take a look at the... I mean, the light cruisers could be used. I mean, they do still have armor at the end of the day. I can imagine a 6-inch shell's still going to have them, but it's... Well, ADD's got jack all. Okay, what we're going to do here then is we're going to set up for an amphibious task force then. So I'll take the APDs. Like, I just need to get these men initially landed on the island. Or at the base. So I'll give them the destroyers. I'm not going to take the light cruisers, actually. I think the heavy cruisers will do just fine. I mean, we have a lot of light cruisers in the area. In this area, sorry. Yeah, that's true. There's some oil out here and fuel out here. Now we have some fuel here. Oil, sorry. The thing is, it's like there's no refineries, so it kind of sucks. Like, the oil's alright, but I need a refinery, really, to have that fuel. So really, next turn, we'll land at Ternat, which is where his Dornier 24Ks were sorted at, sighted nearby. We'll land at Ambon. We'll not land at Kopang. We would have been landed at Kopang this turn if they'd set out, but we'll make landings. I think that's the thing, isn't it, really? Just really increase the pace at which we're performing these landings. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of supply on their ships. I really overloaded them massively. I can tell these guys do not unload. There's really no point in unloading. We'll take the island there and Manus. I mean, Manus actually became a very important base there to the, well, to the Allies in general. To the US, really. It really did become something of the base one in the area. I've got a heavy surface task force over here as well. Right, you're just unloading supply here at the moment. Unloading supply. Right, so you've unloaded the fuel there, so that's good news. So I can actually have you head back home. Well, what I'll do then is I'll have her disband for the time being, until we're ready to send her back. There's a lot of ships actually at the port here in Rabaul, but I need to send back to truck, really. Actually got 2 oilers over here, then. Yeah, a lot of these assets need to be moved out elsewhere. RO66 looks like she can get out of here. Yep, excellent. Okay, that's another submarine ready to be made use of then. And the question, I think what we're going to do with these submarines is actually, I really do need to keep a very heavy patrol around Moresby. At the end of the day, he is going to be trying to move assets in here, so I need to be aware of that. I don't want to let him be able to do that. So we did run some reconnaissance. We do see some troops over there, but I don't really have good reconnaissance over the actual island, over the actual base, sorry. So nothing really in details. I suppose what we'll do is we'll keep up reconnaissance. I mean, the beauty is, it's like, I can actually hit Moresby with bombers. I mean, the naval bombers aren't great at it, but it's still something. It's one of these things of where it is making him use supply before we even arrive there at the base, and that's nice. See, the issue is over here. We're in the malaria zone. So you can see here then, this is all the malaria zone. So it is awful. It is very bad. Like, fatigue and disruption rises very quickly in this area, which is why fatigue and disruption is pretty bad over here, pretty quickly. Just bloody on the tip of it, isn't it? Amazing how we're just right there at the end. The good news is, beyond that... Yeah, beyond that, we actually have a better time. And he's a lucky son of a bitch on Fiji, because he doesn't have to worry about that, which is irritating. It's like the malaria zone and the cold zones, those cause issues for troops. Like, China is okay. Obviously to the north in Manchuria we have the cold zone there, which is to be expected. It is what it is, really. But I think we'll make good progress. We'll be ready. Yeah, mosquitoes love that oil. Oh dear. I'm debating about pulling the carrier 43s out of central China now. Right, let's see. Big guns there. I'm not seeing the paratroopers. They're still moving over here. Right, okay. They're only just beginning to move as well. That's irritating. What's the range then? So from Kagoshima, it's 12 hexes to Shanghai. I'll fly these guys over. I'll make sure I can actually do that first and foremost. That would be a bad idea till I just do it and not be able to do it. Right, you guys fly. You can fly 14. So you can make it. It's not good for the aircraft, but they can make it. We're going to get ready to actually move some paratroopers into China then, because that would be great. I mean, from over here, Wuchang, let's say, for example. Or more than likely over here at Hankow. Yeah, we definitely have the range there. See, the thing is as well, I really might... I might take a look at running reconnaissance on these bases over here. At the end of the day, if I can seize the base, I will seize the base. Even if I can't hold onto it, it is worthwhile doing, because at the end of the day, it's going to interrupt his supply flow, it's going to cause him issues, and that works well for us, really. Yeah, that works well. See, the beauty is, he can respond to things quickly on the rail line, but beyond the rail line, he really can't. And I think we really do need to punish him for having this forward defense. Like, if I can actually get forces in here... I mean, this is just... I mean, it's not guaranteed that there isn't a unit there, but I can feel that's a good bet. There's an airfield here as well, which is great. So, I could actually begin to move troops over here, maybe even just a little bit of aviation support, just to keep them going. Or just even... yeah, just... I might run reconnaissance over here. See, the thing is, though, I could completely shut him down in this area if I get very lucky. And there's more than likely... There's gotta be troops down here. This might be one of the few bases where there's not troops. But if we are... well, this is it. If I can take the piss, I'll take the piss, you know what I mean? I do not think he would be happy with that. So the thing is, it's like if I was able to take this base over here, and let's say this base over here... if I was to move the unit there, then all these roads shut down. And then the anarchy begins. Let's see. Yep, this is it. There's a road over here at Chang, but... yeah, that's about it. So we didn't attack here last turn, actually. I do have a mixed brigade. It looks like we have to come off the rails and attack, so at least I actually do have a mixed brigade this time around. Yeah, I wish that engineer regiment could get moving. Can they actually move? No, they're not moving, so we've got to attack then. Got to deal with it. But we'll keep those forces ready to move immediately then. And there we go. So I'll get these paratroopers over here to China as quickly as possible. I do not think he would be happy with that. But if he gives me the opportunity to do it, then I'm going to take advantage of it. In fairness, he's seen what happened in Malaya. He may not expect it in China, and we'll take that. Need to drop someone. Yeah. I'll have out in DC while we're at it. Okay, I can move them. Yeah, got to do D-Day before the Allies. Steal their thunder, really. Red Dawn. Yeah, Red Dawn rising, son. God damn it. That would be like that. I'm getting tongue-tied here, but that would be exceptional. That would be hilarious. Oh, we'll have to name it Red Dawn before the paratroopers arrive and be like, what the F? Red Dawn Part 3, yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, he would not be a happy bunny there. How you doing there, Infinite? Good to have you, my man. So if he leaves that open, so we'll begin to move the raiding regiment then across into China. Shouldn't take too much effort there, really. I think it might be worth moving the Careful Freeze out now. It would definitely help us out in terms of, like, the stack limit. The thing is, we did do a number of the Flying Tigers, and I do not think he'll be coming back from that anytime soon. If he does, we move them back. We do still have Ki-27s, and they're not the best, but at least it's still an escort. Alright, here we go. So this is a squadron that has just arrived over here in Manila. We had a number of other units arrive. I need to find them where they've arrived, actually. They made that movie, yeah. Where's it, Changchun? I don't know where Changchun is. Figure out where that is. I think it's somewhere in China, perhaps. There we go. Ah, right, okay, so it's all the way over here then. That's not bad at all then, really. Anime with English subtitles, yeah, indeed. Okay. See, I don't really gain anything from... I mean, I suppose I do. It is useful to have an air division there, but it's not like a major asset out here in China. It's not like you need it for the torpedoes, really. Let's take a look. I mean, they can have torpedo ordnance. So what it might be is we actually, and it's actually really quite cheap to actually move out. So I think what we'll probably do then, yeah, I think what we'll do then is pay, we'll pay the political points and have it released, and then I can get it moving out. Air divisions are worth their weight in gold, so that'd be excellent. I'm happy about the capture of Makassar. Yep, these guys are already in place now. So if I wanted to, I could... Yeah, I've got 8 aviation support. That's not a huge amount of aviation support. Ah, you know what? I need to watch more of the Legends of the Galactic Empire. Cool show, right? It's a very cool show. I've seen the new version. I did start watching the older version, but I haven't finished it, actually. Yeah, it is very cool. It's just what I love about it is the fact that the fleets move... They're almost like shoals of fish, aren't they? Yeah, the old version's pure gold, yeah. It's got a really nice theme tune as well. Okay. Right, so what we'll do then is we'll take these heavy cruisers over here, then they're going to land at Ambon. Make sure they're planning for Ambon. Palembang, not a good idea. Plan for Ambon. Yeah, no plan. Brilliant. Oh well. At least they know where they're going now. Yeah, that's true. There we go. Okay, so we're not going to be landed as much in the way of troops there. Right, they're still heading on to Kandari, which is good news then. Uh, 82nd Naval Guard. See, what I might do then is... I could offload the forces there with the APDs and the heavy cruisers. And then what I could do is have the heavy cruisers link up with the actual force over here, or at least have one of the heavy cruisers. That's a good point, actually. I might just do that now. I'll take a Targo. Is it that bad? It's kind of annoying. Okay, I suppose we don't necessarily have to invade this turn. So what I can probably do then is gather... I could probably, I might just use the battleships there. Perhaps. But then, oh, at least one battleship. Though, it might be just the heavy cruisers. I suppose it's one of these things, isn't it, really? Do we want to use the big guns, or do we use the lighter guns? I should be able to rearm, perhaps, in this area. I'm not too sure. Oh, right. Okay. Well, I know that. I mean, like, in terms of, like, yeah, I just don't want to use all the big guns and, like... but then again, we have the capability to run torpedo bombers, so what am I worrying about? Really not much there, is there? Okay. A little bit of fatigue, yeah, but I think what we will do then... I could move the KI-4031Bs, usually sent to BB secondary. Yeah, that makes sense, really. That does make sense. Use bombardment range to use... Yeah, it makes sense. Okay. So we'll figure out something out here then. See, the thing is, if I used... I was considering there for a second using the Fuso, but the thing is with the Fuso, she's already damaged. The thing is, I do not want to advertise that she's damaged. He may know about it, I'm not entirely sure, but I don't want to advertise it, really. I'd really rather not. Just thinking, where's my manual actually? I was going to look at the rearm level of those guns. I'm sure it'll be okay. I mean, we could always... Well, we're not going to... Yeah, we'll be okay. I'm sure we'll have enough with the AKE. If not, I'll have it moved out elsewhere, but we should be able to manage it. I think it's only really like the Yamato that would struggle to rearm. So I'll take the Issei. Got the Wall of Dreadnoughts, yeah. Or better yet, just use the Wall of Dreadnoughts, Dreadnoughts of March across there. I might take Issei and Hyuga. That might be a little bit too much. I think we'll probably just stick with the Issei right now. It's the expenditure of fuel after all, isn't it? Really? Is it that bad? Wow. Okay, I suppose we'll go with the big force then. So what I'll do is I'll take the actual surface force here and send that. I didn't realise it would be that bad. God damn, I wish the Fuso wasn't damaged. That really irritates me. At least you can still stand guard at Kendari. So that leaves us 2 destroyers there. I'm not going to take the light cruisers. Do I take the heavy cruisers? I don't really think so. I'll take Hakazi and Takikazi. I do have the APDs here as well, so I'll take them for the time being, because I can have them return to Babaldoab. The Fuso, either the Fuso collided with a destroyer or a destroyer collided with the Fuso, but either way, there was a collision. So it did actually inflict some damage upon the Fuso, which really is very annoying. Very, very annoying, but it is what it is. They actually have a little bit of supply. I suppose the internet could have the APDs drop that supply off there at Ambon as well, so that's at least something. So we'll have them make their way over there. Well, they'll arrive next turn, actually. Okay. So, 22,000... Yeah, 22,000 then. Maybe I send the Fuso. It reduces the movement a little bit. It looks like we'd still arrive there at Ambon anyway. But I suppose in some ways it's better to not arrive immediately at Ambon so I can actually have those forces merge. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it really doesn't matter if you know she's damaged. It's fine. She's got the armor to take it. Cannot wait. Cannot wait for that. Wow, that crazy shit. Right, so we're looking at 22,000 yards then for the actual bombardment. The interface, yeah, I mean, this is it. It is dated. It's not the worst I've ever seen. It's not bad. Once you get used to it, you don't really worry about it. It's just obviously learning the actual interface, first and foremost, really. Okay. Bombardment. There we go. I'm a bloody genius. Helps if I actually spell it right. Not that good of a genius. Yeah, a zoom feature would be amazing. Yeah, the fonts are small as hell as well. I do agree on that one. Okay, so I think what we'll do here then... not that force, definitely not that force. So it looks like they'll merge around that point there, but that's fine by me. Wow, regiment size hexes, yeah, that'd be crazy. I still think this game engine could work for a First World War game, really. I think it could. I don't know. Just gonna keep generating interest in the game, haven't we, really? Maybe one day they'll take up the torch again. I don't know if I need the heavy cruisers in here. I might keep the heavy cruisers on the way over here. The APDs can look after themselves. Well, what I'm thinking with World War I is due to the fact of the actual game mechanics. It's like you have obviously a hell of a lot of like land warfare, of course. It is at first the maneuver warfare, but at the end of the day, you don't have like mechanized. You do have cavalry. That's the fastest you're going to get at the beginning of the war. So I think it'd work well enough. Because the thing is, it's like you're looking at like army level over here, like division armies, that sort of stuff, really. It's all on the same sort of hex, which I think could happen. But it would be interesting to like see if you could maybe use the High Seas Fleet. I mean, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. I think it's the only one where it could potentially work. I suppose without major altercations, but then again, obviously it comes into the aspect of, like, economics then. Okay, so I mean, you're not just having to do the Japanese, you're having to do quite a lot of nations then, really, aren't you? But it'd be one of these things, really. I really don't often make use of light cruisers. It feels strange using them. I suppose it'd be worthwhile having the heavy cruisers after all. You know, I don't really know anything about Mr. Gary Grigsby. Don't know a diggy bird. Alright, we'll grab some ASW here. I'm gonna have them escort that force and merge. Yeah, I've got elements of the 65th Brigade here and the 5th Air Division. I suppose actually what we can do here is I don't have to interfere with them doing that. So what we'll do is I'm going to cancel their merger. I'll have them set to a... I suppose I could just have them patrol here, really. Let's take a look at the actual sea state, well, the oceans. Yeah, it's just all deep. All fucking deep, brilliant. Jesus. Okay, so I don't want to be within 1 hex of it, so we'll hang about here. So, just link it there for the time being. The battleships will sally out. And what we'll do then is, if they bombard that turn, that's brilliant. If they don't, okay, sure, it's no issue. So what we'll do then is obviously have the amphibious forces combine into one group, and then they combine with battleships and land here, which is fine. Yeah, I can imagine so. Do we lay our mines here? It doesn't look like it. I might. Do I have to dock? I don't think I have to dock. Okay, let's see. That's a very nice destroyer as well, actually. Right, let's disband them for the time being. See, what I'll do then, we have the KF-40 free 1Bs there. I need to get some 1Cs over here to Makassar. So I'll have to decide how I want to do that. Right, it's good to actually have some aviation support though. That's very nice. So, let's take a look over here then. So I've got 12 1Cs active at the moment in time. A few more will be ready tomorrow. I suppose that's not too bad because then I can actually have a steady build-up of actual aviation. Let's take a look at the range. So the range, obviously with drop tanks, is pretty good. Looking at 12, which is really nice. Really, really bloody nice. So what I'll do is I'll turn that off at the time being then. So from Makassar to here's... Yeah, that's fantastic. That 8 hexes there. So we've got 19 G3M... 43 1Bs. Not bad. I mean, they do have a heavy machine gun, which is nice, I suppose. At least it's something. What does the 1C have? I think it's got... Is it double? Oh, it's 2 heavy machine guns, okay. It's not massively different, really. It would be nice to have the 1Cs here. I think what I might do then is potentially in this turn, is one of these of, well, the G3s or, I forget, either G3s or G4s, they could potentially do with another, maybe another day or something of sort of rest, or I might even have them fly naval search this time. Yeah, G4s here. Yeah, it could be worthwhile flying the naval search to begin with. They've still got a fair bit of fatigue. Not terrible amounts of fatigue though, really. I think we'll fly naval search this time around. I mean, that's some bloody long-range naval search. And that's all the way up over here as well, which is brilliant. We might have a much better idea what's going on over here then. So I suppose the question is, do I use the 1Bs? I'd like the 1Bs in Kendari for the time being. The reason being, at least they're on standby to actually protect the area. Fuck me, that's a lot of fatigue. Wow. Okay, tell you what we can do here then. What's the range to Cebu? 5 hexes, okay. I was considering using some of these Sonoyas or something. Look at the KF-30s. What's their range? Well, their range is actually good enough. I was thinking maybe having them actually bomb Cebu, but I don't think that's really... Yeah, it's not really needed, is it? Let's continue to hit Bataan. Okay, some of these are ready to move. I'll sort the pilots out in the future. Okay. I suppose the thing is, I could have those 1Cs actually move out. I mean, let's say... Like, Bangkok doesn't have a huge amount of aviation support, and it's 9 hexes from Rangoon. Yeah, he's been in a lot of strategy games, that's for damn sure. Right, I'm going to... Yeah, that base is moving to the north. Air capacity 1. Air capacity 2. It might be worthwhile to actually use that as our forward base. It's one of these of, well, it's the same sort of distance, and it's a larger airfield. So yeah, what we'll do here then is I'm going to have that. I'll have to turn around, but well, actually no, it can't. Can't get there via rail, so I'd have to get off the rail line here. It's already at a base though, so that's not bad. So what we'll do then is we'll take off the rails. And you'll move up to this base here. I mean, it's one of these of, is that the right decision? But I'd rather use the level 2 airfield than the level 1. At least with level 2 airfield I can actually do a little bit more with it. So, something to bear in mind, really. Described as one of the founding fathers of strategy war games. Well, yeah. And you can believe it. You really can believe it. Right, so they're here for garrison duties then. So they'll arrive in time, which is good news, because obviously they'll arrive to attack this base here. So it looks like he's launching some sort of counterattack, which is understandable. What I'm thinking then is, we've seen him move his air power out from Singapore then, and it looks like it might have gone to Burma. So is it worthwhile sending some 43s to harass him over there, really? I suppose the thing is, it's like, I don't really have bombers. It would, I don't know. I think I really need to just sweep him over here in Java, but then again, he's probably going to be launching some sort of, I don't know actually. I feel like it might be worth doing that. Like 40 odd K-43s would make a big difference over there. Like if we get the preemptive, yeah, if we are, I do feel like if we get on top of it quickly, we might be able to take control of the situation. Like for example, just being able to get some naval bombers over Rangoon would be nice, because we'd be able to stop him bringing in massive amounts of supplies easily. It actually seems like there's not a connecting road over here. Yeah, there actually isn't, so that is actually very important there. So he actually does have to bring things in by ship. I mean, obviously he can have things transferred over land, but it's nowhere near as efficient, so it, yeah, that'd be quite good. It'd be another... I mean, this is it, because what we could potentially do then is actually bomb the airfield. So I might keep one squadron of Ki-21s, or maybe, I don't know, maybe even use something else. But it would be nice, because at least then we'd actually have... Yeah, we'd actually have some ability to hit his air base then. That's pretty awesome, but... Okay, so you're all old as hell. Oh, you guys are the best. Right, I mean, we've got to... It's going to take us 2 days to really get anywhere anyway. So I think we move the K-43s out here. I don't think they're going to be here doing much good much longer. 55 feeling alive. Where can I move to? Oh, you're actually older than me there, Cola. Enjoy that one. Right, okay. I'm not seeing where I really want to go. So it might... what's the distance then? So the maximum transfer distance is 31 then. Ah, Cameron Bay is just out of reach. I do have an airbase over there. What's the supplies? I do have enough supplies, so that's okay then. Right, so we'll transfer over here to Summer. I'll rest them then. I mean, they got 20 kills there. They suffered relatively few losses, but the thing is, like, they killed some excellent aircraft. So yeah, stand down and rest. Well, actually, just escort, but rest. Yeah, so I think what we do here then is we do not give him the opportunity to rebuild his air power. It'll not take him long. Like, he's going to have some aircraft that aren't going to be really ready. I mean, I could potentially throw some bombs down at the airfield over there. But if they're damaged, they're going to be there in a little while anyway. He's more than likely going to be operating from Rangoon, so if we really make it, well, if we make it difficult for him to operate to Rangoon, that's worthwhile there. That would be nice. Yeah, I feel like that could be a very good idea. We know he's got heavy bombers as well, so it would be one of these cases of, well, if we got on top of him before he was even, because he's going to be launching an air offensive there, so if I check that before it even happens, that'd be great news. So what we'll do then is, I'll have to operate here from Bangkok to begin with. That's within range. We can still do that with the actual drop tanks. So let's see. With drop tanks, we're looking at, yeah, it is actually within the normal radius there, which is fantastic. So I'm not going to take ridiculous amounts of operational. The good news is then, once we have that engineer unit there, I can have them move up to Rangoon. I suppose I could have had them move here. Is it too late? No, it isn't, thankfully. Might have lost a little bit of progress there, but that's not too bad. So we'll get them moving. I've probably got something else I could move in the area as well. Got a bloody guard battalion over there. What the hell's that doing there? Is it even needed here? Apparently so. So then the question comes down to... so we've got the elements there of the 3rd Air Division. I might have more of them transferred up over here to Bangkok in preparation, really. Yeah, you can definitely bomb the airfield and hit his planes in the airfield. Like we've done in the past, where we've actually been able to hit his grounded aircraft. And this is what I'm interested in, really, is like, we're preparing now for an air offensive against him. So if I can actually catch him on the back foot, then that's brilliant. The thing is, he's got B-17s there, and we know he's running a lot of reconnaissance over the area. I don't think he's run reconnaissance over Bangkok, so I can take advantage of that. So what I'll do then is have... we'll take some of these assets, have them head north to Bangkok. I'm not going to need a huge amount there. It would make a difference though. You're carrying the air division there. Right, 91st. 41st. Yeah, that's true. I think that's the full unit. Yeah, it looks to be the full unit there. Actually, no, it looks like another element's there. Chihaya? Chihara? There we go. Right, so another one here. Aboard the Horkoff. Horkoff. Yep, there we go. Yep, so what we'll do then is we'll have that head north then towards Bangkok. They can unload once they get to Bangkok. Now, Bangkok, I think... it doesn't actually have the repair shipyards. It's Saigon with the repair shipyards, isn't it, really? Well, actually, speaking of that, we actually do have additional 1Cs over here as well, so that's fantastic. So I'll rebuild that unit. That's beautiful. Yep, so... I'm liking it. So we'd have another 25 1Cs here available then. So in reality, I could have like 60, potentially like 50, 60 1Cs to throw at him. And that's pretty potent. They have the range for it. I think this is worthwhile. We've got the 1C squadron in Luzon, that's going to be shifted down to Kendari. We've still got the 1Bs as well. The Zeros have been moved around, well, will soon be moved around as well. This is where he's going to start to feel the might of the Imperial Japanese Air Forces. Because the thing is, like, we've been able to build them up now. And this is where we can really start to hit him, which is excellent. Yeah, I'm feeling quite excited about that. So we'll have them rest for the time being. I mean, I could have see, they're in Saigon at the moment, so they can't move via rail. See, the airbanks over here at Rangoon's like size 5. He's moving his forces out here, so he's not going to have as much in the way of guns. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's take a look at the distance jump then. So he went from Singapore to Sabang, which is 14 hexes. From here to Rangoon's 19 hexes. He may have to move here, or he may have to move to Port Blair. Port Blair's probably the likely option, and then he'll have to move over here to Rangoon. Now it's going to take him some time to actually transfer assets then, so that's quite good news. Right, let's see. So the 3rd Air Division's getting ready to move south as well, so the 3rd Air Division's going to move into Malacca. They're not going to make it in one turn, which is a shame. Won't take them too long. I suppose actually what we could do here then is I could have them move elsewhere. See, at Malacca, I don't need to worry about Johor Bahru having torpedoes, because obviously we have the 22nd Air Flotilla. So what I might do then is actually move into a different base, because then at least they're actually able to... yeah, they'll have more of a usage, which is nice. Yeah, we'll do that then. They might then arrive there next turn. So if I was to have them, let's say, potentially move to Temala, that's 3 hexes away. We'll double check their range. I think it's 4. Keep clicking on the wrong one. Actually, yeah, that's moving south, okay. Right, so it's 4 hexes then, that's fine. At least then we'd be able to get there in one turn. The 22nd will be down here, which is all I need anyway. So we'll move it to Temla. Which means Taiping has torpedoes, Georgetown has torpedoes, Kota Bru still has torpedoes, Kuantan has torpedoes. Yep, so that's a nice central position there. The 22nd Air Flotilla then is just exclusively for Johor Bahru. It allows me to get some more aviation support here, so yeah, I think that's a good idea. Then what I'll do in the future is have the 22nd Air Flotilla railed up north. Like, I could potentially have them railed over here, or one of these other large airfields. I mean, Bangkok's not far, is it? I mean, what's the range? Bangkok's about 9 hexes, which isn't too far then for something that's able to fly 15 plus hexes. But the closer the better, really. So it might be a case of, let's see, from here we do have, it's only a size 1 airfield. 6 hexes away, so definitely closer. And it's hard to argue with something like 4 hexes. Like, if we had naval bombers flying 4 hexes, that'd be fantastic. But this is it, yeah. We'll get the assets in the area then to actually launch a offensive against him. With K-43s will be good there. So what I'm going to do then, we'll grab the 50 Sentai. Give them the drop tanks. I don't think they'll be able to transfer all the way down there this turn. Oh, you know what? They actually can. Hell yeah. Right, transfer a few of them into Makassar. He's not going to be too happy about this, I can guarantee that. Like, I'm already over the aviation support required, but the thing is, it's like, they're here now. So, what I'm going to do then is have them... they're not bad on the fatigue here. Yeah, fatigue's not bad. But what I'll do then is I'll rest them. So then what I can potentially do, because we didn't see massive numbers. Yeah, and I can increase the numbers here as well then over time, which is excellent. So, they're unloading supply. They are pretty low on fuel. Ah, yes, we actually do have some fuel here. Right, replenish from port. Oh, there we go. Yeah, fuel goes a long way, actually. You think it's like 1-to-1, but it's actually not. I forget what the actual ratio is, but it goes much further than you would think. Well, I'm not going to unload here. I'm going to have them ship out. It was only a little bit of supply, and I don't need that much of my supply. Yeah, 25%. I don't know if they can actually fly combat patrol the same turn that they arrive. Yeah, well, I mean, What are the pilots like? Pilots ain't bad. Yeah. I'm just considering, do we throw a sweep if we could against them over here? But let's take a look at what we actually had. I think I'd rather have more numbers for that. Oh, we are clearing the mines out from messing, but that's fantastic, and I'm glad we're doing that. I mean, that was a big explosion there, so it was very nice. A good turn for us, really. Good turn for us. I might lower the altitude then. We'll see. And the thing we're going to bear in mind is obviously we do not have the 43s there, but I don't think we need them. We shot down a lot of the Flying Tigers. I don't think he's really in the mood for engaging us. Okay. It's a shame that we didn't get a jump on the SP3s there. It must be due to the fact that they're flying such low altitude. Yeah, we didn't see massive numbers, so we saw 233. We shot a few of them down as well. But it is interesting to see there was a cap. I'm going to attempt to throw a sweep out there if I can. I don't know if it'll actually fly, but I think it's worth a shot. Oh, drop tanks are unavailable. Well, that puts an end to that one. Ah, just out of range. God damn it. Okay, yep, never mind. Never mind. Then I'll just leave them there. Let them do whatever they want to do. Yeah, it might be the supply issues that prevents me from... which means then, do I actually unload supply? Right, we'll unload cargo and then we'll get out of here. They're docked up and safe anyway. It's a level 3 port. No, it's a level 4 port, so that's easy then. And not take 2 seconds. Oh, Jesus Christ, Nomura! Oh my god, I thought you were dead. Good to have you, man. There's like way too much micromanagement for me in these games. Oh, come on, Nomura, I know you're like. You'll love it. Probably. Right, I still need to sort out these bloody bastards. Troll boat. The 14 not to vote the key submarine I'm going to actually keep separate. I can use her to ferry supplies around. Right, okay. I have a tendency to go, like, down there, I really shouldn't. About that would be fine, I suppose. Right, max reaction then. So, we have the bombardment force there, geared up and ready to go. What I'm going to do is actually take these two destroyers, sorry, APDs here. Hope it went more light. Alright, that's fair enough. That's good to hear from you, man. I'm glad you're doing well. Do hope work's going well. You can always watch your master. Well, if you see him, let me know. That's definitely not me. Right, so they're 20 knots. 29 knots, sorry. There's a little bit of fuel at Makassar, so that's fine. So I can refuel there. So, let's see. There's a knife there. What do I have here then? Is it knife? It's a third. Is it the entirety of the third? It's the entirety of the third. Manpower resources. Well, I don't need to care about really aviation support for the most part, just that I have the 23rd Air Flotilla. There's additional units arriving here shortly as well. Right, loan's been completed over here, fantastic. Right, we'll get that shipped out here to Kendari. Yeah, the good thing is we're going to see quite a lot of landings next turn then, which is really nice. So, we'll have the G4M1s over here then running naval search. I could potentially even move more down here. Like, I've got enough aviation. What I need to do is set up the bombardment task force, actually. Right, reconnaissance over Ambon. It's obviously out of range for the time being, that's okay. I'll have the Pete's do it. Random works for me. But having naval search in the air is going to make a big difference. Yeah, that worked out fine. So I've got the bombardment sent up there, which is brilliant news. Hello there, Drakios. How you doing there, my friend? Good to have you on board. Right, so they've got the 4 PP task force. So the actual landing forces for Ambon are going to be chilling about here. Which means we'll land with just shy of 2,000 men to begin with, which is not bad. It may be enough to take the base. I don't know about that. Maybe. They're not SNLF, but they're not bad. They're not as good as SNLF, but they're not bad, so we can make do with that. I'm not doing too bad, my friend. Not doing too bad. It's been quite amazing to have the turns back so quickly, hasn't it? It's been fantastic, though. It's really been nice to have the finger on the pulse there. So how long does a turn take in this game? It feels like you do 1 turn per stream. I wish it was 1 turn per stream. Sometimes I'll do a turn in a stream. But usually it's about two turns per stream, really. It's one of these things, it's like, we have the initial period, like, as Japan, it's gonna take you longer due to the fact that you are the aggressor, you are on the offensive, you're the one who has to define the tempo. There's a lot of logistics involved. But, after the first few months, things do definitely settle down. It, does change. The Japanese, obviously, we're the aggressor at the moment. But in the not-too-distant future, obviously that role will change as he will have forces available to him. The thing is, though, I wonder how long he's actually going to wait. Will he actually wait for that? Let's see. Right, hopefully we do grab the base of Numera tomorrow. I don't think we will, but we'll see about that. We've rested somewhat, so I think we've got the best chance. And shock attack if I was a madman, but I'm not a madman. I think a shock attack would definitely backfire on us. Right, so it's actually going to be a very busy turn tomorrow then. So we're going to have the deliberate attacks at Changsha. Deliberate attack over there at Numera. If you go back to the start of the game, I think you spend many turns. Oh, many streams, yeah. See, the thing is, it took me a lot longer in the beginning because I really didn't actually know what I was doing to a good extent. Like, I still don't know... This is it, I'm still learning. Yeah, it's all still a learning process here, though, but that's what I love about this. And, for good or for ill, the fact is that you guys have been able to... I mean, you've seen about 99% of things on camera. There's been some things I've started doing off-cam just because, like, well, at the end of the day, I don't have all the time in the world. But yeah, about a good 99% of stuff has been on camera. And I hope that somebody has learned from this, which is nice. So, Dang, what do you do in a turn then? Have to choose what each single unit? Yeah, pretty much. You pretty much have to decide what the entire Empire is doing at that time. You're not commanding every single man to a degree, obviously you command them in their regiments and divisions, etc., but it's pretty much there. That's good there. Thank you very much for Firelight. Firelight? I still need to decide what I'm doing with this. I mean, I'm not happy with the fact that there's actually a destroyer here. It's not terribly dangerous out here in the deep ocean, but the thing is I'd rather not engage anything that has an escort. I'd rather... I don't want to have to, like, chew on my meal, really. I suppose that's one way to put it. I'd rather just have it ready. But we can see we're operating submarines in the shipping lanes. Like, we're actually operating in 3 distinct groups at the moment. Over here, well, I suppose 4. Over here, over here, over here, and over here. Like Bud Light, but not on. I tell you what, I was at a wedding recently, and I saw all these, like, bottles of beer, and I'm like, oh, please, please, please be a non-alcoholic. No, it wasn't. It was alcoholic. I'm like, god damn it. It tastes like crap, but come on, at least it's crap you can drink. Right, what I'm going to do here then is set up this as a surface task force. I don't think we need to worry about him attacking Kandari, but it's always worthwhile just to be ready, just on that off chance that he does decide to be brave. Fuel would be nice here, but we'll have the fuel here shortly. I mean, let's take a look what's coming in next turn then. So, as to whether they arrive next turn, it looks like they should arrive next turn. Yeah, so we'll have additional aviation support here. A few of these companies as well, which is fantastic. Some AA, having AA is not a bad thing either. It's going to be one of these things where he's going to be looking towards actually hitting our airfields as well, so if we can actually maintain the tempo and obviously make it difficult for him, that'd be great news. I think what we're going to do with the 3rd detachment of the 4th division is I think we make a push for Baipapan. I mean, we had the entire division seize Kendari, which we had to really, just to get them all loaded. I could have done it in detachments, but it's one of the... Well, we did land in detachments, but at the time, we were kind of being chased. We were kind of in a difficult position, so... I think things have gone well. I think it's been a nice invasion so far. It could have been a very different story had he actually engaged us. We did shoot down a good number of the actual British Hermes as swordfish. But surprisingly, he didn't actually carry the attack. He didn't actually pursue the battle then, which is surprising. Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely get the game digitally. The price does go down in, like, December, that sort of thing. I don't know when the next... I mean, to be honest, what I'm going to do is try to get some keys for a giveaway. So... I'd say hold off for the time being. I'll see if I can get some keys on Matrix, and then I'll have to try and do a giveaway. In the end of the day, it's fantastic to get fresh blood into the game. So yeah, I'd say hold off for the time being. If I can get some keys, then I'll do a giveaway. But Right. I mean, to be fair, well, I'd have to be fair about it, so I'd probably have to do some, like, sort of random draw. Yeah, and it does really drop significantly. It was down to, like, 20-odd pounds, which was fantastic. Like, 20-odd something pounds in, like, January. Like, it's on sale from, like, December to January, usually. Sometimes there's other sales. It has been on sale, I think. I don't know if it's been on sale since then, actually. Now that I think about it. Right, stop expanding the airfield. It's not like we can potentially do it anyway. I believe so. I don't think anywhere else is, I don't think you can buy them anywhere else. As far as I'm aware, actually. Right. I mean, what we'll do then is really review the Kitapatai and its use and what we're going to be doing with it in the near future. The good news is I can really reorganize the Kitapatai now, which is fantastic. Whole bunch of submarines here. See, the issue is that smoke. They are going to be visible then. Okay, yeah, you need to go in for repairs. 12 knots ain't enough. Better moving out. BB over here. I'll have you load up some supplies to take them to Wake Island. Right, moving supplies out here. I think I'd like to have them head to Babaldwar for the time being. I mean, there's a lot of supplies there even elsewhere. I tell you what, we're going to actually unload the supplies here and then move the ships out. I'm not comfortable with 23k. I'd rather have that other 15k there. I mean, this is my main logistical hub in this area after all. Right, so cancel that. Right, unload. That's fine. Yeah, it's one of those games which yeah, specialty. Well, this is it. It's like, I don't know. It's one of these things I think I kind of fell in love with the game, really. I mean, it is easy for me. The reason being, well, I've got an incentive to play the game, to learn the game, beyond just enjoying it, which is fantastic. I suppose in some ways it's almost like a job, isn't it? Oh dear. I think what we're going to do then is going to leave a stream about here tonight then. Probably have a follow-up tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Wednesday, yep, have to check the days, it feels like time's flying by. So I think we'll finish the, we'll finish the turn off tomorrow. Be good there. Have some time just to go away and think about the actual plans. I feel like moving Kai-43s to Thailand's going to be the best idea. Moving them to Siam, what do you want to call it? Get them ready, get them just in position. Because then what I could potentially do is use either the Kai-21s. So I could leave a squadron and use a squadron. But I mean, that would cause him a lot of issues. I mean, the issue is obviously the Kai-21s, like, they have the range. It's not something I'd like to do is to bomb them from Bangkok. I'd rather bomb them from Chiang Mai, due to the actual range being significantly closer. We will have the great battle at Changsha tomorrow, so we'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 divisions, 2 mixed brigades attack, amongst other assets there. That's a whole bunch of force, but I mean, we're looking at 2,000 guns here. That is just a... Well, that's a great number of guns. That's going to draw on a lot of supply. The way we beat China here... It's not... We don't have to destroy every single man. Obviously, that's nice to do, but we don't have to do that. I need to bleed them of supplies, because once they're bled of supplies, then that is when they're just completely able to be walked over. A little bit annoyed about that war area surviving. I'm going to have to hunt that down again. I can't believe how long it's going to take me to march there. Did I click the right hex? Yeah, that's right. See, I could do a running reconnaissance over in this area, because I don't know what's going on over here at Nanyang. I don't know what's going on over here near Sian. The last time we saw forces they were pulling out, like, he was stood here for a long time, or about there for a long time, which is bleeding a lot of supply. He has a tendency to mass his forces into these massive units, well, massive groups. Now, if we take a look over here, then, like, yeah, take a look at the road network. He's drawing a lot of supply to Changsha, obviously to these bases over here. But he's drawing a lot of supply over here to Ichang, and what the hell is that doing for him? It's really not doing anything much for him. Now, speaking again on to if we actually are able to land troops over here via paratroopers, land paratroopers here, that'd be nice because that severs that road connection. So he'd still be able to use this road connection here to move supplies. Still has that one to move supplies as well, but it does make it slightly harder. Yeah. He'd have to move down through this road and obviously down the rail line. And the rail line's not too bad. It'd be a nice asset to seize. Inevitably, Shu King is our ultimate aim here. The good news about Changsha is there's an okay amount of resources, not an especially huge amount of resources. There's some heavy industry and some light industry. I don't imagine much of it's going to be left standing by the end of this, but it is useful, and any additional supply production is very handy in China. I mean, we are sending supply columns, well, supply convoys to China, and I say that as I've had the 21st Division come out of Shanghai carrying about, what, 30-odd thousand tons? 20-odd thousand tons? So, I mean, this is it. We need supplies, but we need them in specific places. I've got a lot of supply down in Indochina that I could probably do with moving out into Malaya. So I think what we'll do then is have these actual cargo ships move the supply. Like, Saigon's got 186,000 tons of supply, which is a remarkable amount. Yeah. So let's see then. Kopang should fall within the next 3 days, give or take, maybe even 4 days, depending on how long it takes to get there. So 3 to 4 days for Kopang. Ambon, maybe 2 to 3 days, maybe 4 days. Depends really on how difficult the garrison is to deal with. Ternat, or Tenet, we may be able to take in 2 to 3 days. It depends really on how tough the forces are there. Yeah. So I've got additional SLF over here. I mean, that unit's kind of spread out. But it is what it is. I think what I'm going to do then is have them march over to the north there. I don't know if there's any units in there, but it'd be worthwhile to take the base. If there is, then shit. Okay. So yeah, we'll call it here. So I'd like to say a big thank you there, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you have actually enjoyed this stream as much as I have. It's always a pleasure. It's nice to see you nice. And of course, if you do enjoy this stream and you would like to support my work as a content creator, please do consider becoming a patron of mine. It does make a tremendous difference. And obviously the rewards are ever increasing. So for example, I've got the 10mm Japanese tanks available for sale here for purchase. Of course, you can pick up a actual... I don't know why it's old videos here. I mean, these are really old, like 2015, Jesus Christ. You can see here that we do have prints available. I need a big event to actually get a new print made. But I need about $150 to get a new print made. So that's really what the Patreon funds go to, that bucks. But yeah, these are options that are available. So it would be appreciated. So if you guys do enjoy my content, that's my shilling done. I do hope you guys have a beautiful evening and an even better day. Until next time, goodbye for now. and we'll be back more than likely tomorrow. See you then. Goodbye for now, guys. Have a beautiful evening. Tenno, Heika, Banzai.